I'm Brittany.
And I'm Dustin, and we're with Frontier Basement Systems.
Okay, so today we're talking a little bit about concrete repair. How do you know if you've got some issues, right?
Right.
It's like, sure, whatever you say. Just do what I'm told. Okay, so there's a few things you can look for.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking for when we think the concrete might be an issue? There might be a funny sound, might be unlevel.
Right.
What are my big concerns?
Well, funny sounds and if it's level.
Okay.
So,
Could be a trip hazard. That's something I worry about. You know?
okay, so if you're looking to sell your house, if you're looking to buy a house, anything more than 1/4 inch is considered a trip hazard, so those things need to be fixed and repaired.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dribbling a basketball and all of a sudden you hear a large echo, then there's a big, large void spot underneath that concrete, and that also needs to be repaired. The other things you may see is like tipping with the concrete. You may notice that one side of your sidewalk starts to tip, or even your front steps are pulling away or tipping away from your house, and those are all things that need to be repaired and can be repaired.
And so we've seen sidewalks, we've seen the step stoop things, we've seen the porches.
Yeah, pool decks, all kinds of things.
All kinds of stuff.
So absolutely, yeah. If it's concrete and it's here in the south, it's going to be a problem at some point.
Okay, so tell me about when they pour your concrete, they'll put little strips in there. It could be an expansion or a spacer type thing. What is that?
Okay, so you have a control joint and you have an expansion joint, and there's two separate things there. We don't see a lot of expansion joints here in the south, and I think that's because they don't think that we go through extreme temperature differences. But we know that that's not the case. If you look at the last couple of weeks, it's been 30 degrees with a chance of snow, and then the next day it's 70 degrees.
Right.
So obviously, that temperature is going to play a big part. The sun beating down on the concrete, with it being very cold, it needs to be able to expand and to contract. And so an expansion joint is going to be a large gap. It's going to be about 1/2 inch to 1 inch and larger in some spots. But you should be able to stick a credit card or a screwdriver or something like that all the way down inside of there. And that gives the concrete the ability to be able to expand and contract as it needs to. That way it doesn't break. Now, concrete's guaranteed to do two things: get hard and crack. And the control joint is the little lines that you typically see on the sidewalks, or when you're driving down the road. Sometimes you'll feel like that thump, thump, thump. And those things are basically designed to control the crack. So when the concrete does crack, because it's trying to expand and contract, that it cracks right there rather than another location. So,
Okay. So all the little things you try not to step on, all those little.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Girls play a game. You don't
step on a crack.
break it. You
Yeah.
do know. Okay, awesome.
Those young ones.
Right. So if you need somebody to look at it, we can do that. But there are just some concerns there, and
Yeah, so we have a free estimate. We'd be happy to come out there and take a look at it. Typically, fixing and repairing the concrete is going to be around the third of the cost of what it would take to replace it, so it is way cheaper. So feel free to give us a call. Our toll-free number is 1-866-682-4420, or...
One, too much H2O.
Thanks. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.